feel like I'm in the freaking movie Ouija. Alright, let's get into it. Hey guys, it's Hunter here. Welcome back to my channel for another spooky video. Today I'm going to be discussing the topic of the Greenwich Halloween murder. Yes, murder on Halloween. So I'm sure some of you guys have probably heard about this murder. It was pretty popular in the late 90s, but I'm going to be discussing it with y'all today because, I mean, it is almost Halloween, so why not talk about a Halloween murder? And yeah, that's about it. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you want to subscribe, there's a button right here. If you want to add me on Snapchat, there's also a button right here. And if you want any of my other social media, it's always down in the description box. Check it out. Give me a follow. And yeah, let's get on into the story. This town, they would have never imagined for such a gruesome murder to take place. This was one of the wealthiest burgs in the United States. I mean, senators' kids have grown up there and all this jazz. It's just not the place that someone's gonna get murdered. But on Halloween morning, 15-year-old Martha Moxley was found dead in her backyard. And this was in 1975. I forgot to mention this. So Halloween morning, 1975, 15-year-old Martha Moxley was found dead in her backyard. So, I mean, like, why? Okay, so they found her body and she had been beaten to death with a golf club. She was beaten so hard the golf club had broken, and then her killer went on to again stab her in the neck with a piece of the broken golf club. And then she was drugged 24 meters and dropped into her own backyard. So basically, her murderer killed her, and then he's like, okay, you can go home now, back to your yard, because I don't want to deal with you anymore. And so they first accused 17-year-old Tommy Skakel, who was a friend of Martha's and lived a few doors down from Martha, because Martha and her friends, they were out on the night before Halloween going to a party at Tommy's house, and Tommy was seen walking with Martha to her house really late at night on the night that she was murdered. So they at first kind of like thought it was him. They accused him, and that was the night that she never made it home. So I mean, of course they would suspect Tommy, but they never made a conviction on Tommy, and 16 years later, the case went on 16 years without any sign of who could have been Martha's murderer. And then 16 years later, in 1991, they had renewed investigation, so they opened up the investigation again and everything, but it wasn't until 1998, 23 years later, that the killer, Michael Skakel, was finally convicted of the murder. And Michael was Tommy's brother, and they had said that he was obsessed with Martha, and he was seen up in a tree in Martha's yard watching her while he was masturbating to her in her bedroom. So that's creepy. And so he was he was arrested in 2002 and was convicted later, but he was granted appeal and he was released in 2013. So he's actually out of jail right now, walking around the United States or the world somewhere at this moment. But he did finally get arrested, but it's so unfortunate that he was released. So that was just a very quick kind of murder story. It is very unfortunate that this young girl was killed, and it went on for like 23 years before she could ever have justice. It's just so sick, and it's so unfortunate that it had to happen on Halloween, that her parents had to find her in her backyard, but you know, her justice was brought eventually. So yeah, that's just a quick little story about the Greenwich Halloween murder. Hope you guys enjoyed this story. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and join my channel. I'd love to have you on here. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. I post on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in October. And yeah, I will see you guys all in my next video. Goodbye, guys.